Do you have your crown on today? Are you wearing your crown? There are times in our lives when situations and circumstances happen and kind of tilt your crown a little. I'm not talking of physical crown, you know. I'm talking that posture that you have, that you know that you can walk in authority. I'm talking of that posture where you respect yourself and respect others. I'm talking about a posture where you have integrity. So the same persons people see you as in the limelight and see you on Facebook and see you when you are in public places, you should be that same person in the darkness. And when you're at home and when you're going through the valley moments, you understand you cannot compromise your integrity regardless of your situation. So I'm talking about, do you have that crown on that regardless of whatever is happening around you, you still have that strength, you still have that vigor, you still have that perseverance, you still have that character, you are still patient. And I'm thinking about patient here, so I say, you know, my crown did tilt a little this morning though. So there was some servicing done on my car. My husband did some servicing on my car last night. But when I noticed that whenever he takes out the battery, the car, if I'm when I start to drive, the car would shut off if I come to a standstill. And you know, with the road work and the traffic in Kingston, almost every second we reach in traffic and slow down, the car shut off. And I was getting so annoyed. I mean, the car just shut off and then me I try to start it, and you know, people impatient and them are blowing and something. So I was just getting annoyed. But I went to Petrojam this morning and was leaving. And because the car shut off on me at the stoplight to turn out, it took me about 4 to 5 seconds to restart the car and then me take my time and drive out. But in that 4 to 5 seconds, when my light was on green and I was delayed, somebody break the stoplight. I was like, you understand me? I said, God, I'm so sorry, because I have been so impatient and you were doing this to protect me in that instance, because any other car was not having that challenge this morning and miss the light turn green and drive out. Me don't know if I would be here today to be doing this video. And me I say, oh my God, there are times some little things happen to us and we get annoyed and we get angry and we just can't be bothered. And it is for a reason. So those seconds delay this morning, because my car was giving me issues shutting off, saved my life this morning. When me see the man, me I say, hold on, but the light turned green for mine for a long while. So oh, this man still brought the light, him get the red light long time, because of the patient. I mean, I say, God, help me please to be a little more patient, especially with the traffic. Me feel say I use the road work and stuff to give us some more patience. Allow us to be a little more patient with others too. You understand? Sometimes we write off people too quickly. We are not patient with them, and those things. So I'm just looking at my life today and I say, alright, there are certain things I need to fix, because my crown kind of tilt, because me not have all the fruits of the spirit yet. I'm getting there. It is a becoming the new creation, but we are not fully there. And when I'm talking me, I can only share my experiences, but you may be going through similar situations. And I'm also led to look on Daniel and the 3 Hebrew boys. It was because they remained a man of God and had their integrity and had their character, and decided, say, I will respect my master, but I will not go against the will of God. And even a lot of times you will see in the Bible, especially we were looking on Romans 13, 1-7 yesterday, where Paul was writing that we are to respect our masters and we are to respect persons in authority. And in Colossians 3, I think about 21-22, it says that the masters, and Ephesians as well, the masters in turn are to respect the slaves. So it is a two-way relationship. If it is that I am a slave or I am an employee and you are not honoring your end of the bargain, I'm not obligated to honor my end as well. You understand? It's a two-way road. So we were discussing that. And what Paul was saying, we are to respect persons in authority. If we pay with tax, if we be obedient, because what we are doing is to honor God. It's not the boss we are doing for us, to honor God. But when they ask us to go steal something, it is not of God, and therefore you are free to rebel and protest. Me now go thief, because I'm not a thief, so I'm not gonna honor my boss if he might go send me to go thief. You understand? And we see where Daniel, the king wanted him to bow, and Daniel said, no, but your bright and easy. Me know the king when me serve. And he was punished. He was thrown into the lion dens. But Daniel knew the God he served and know that he will come and rescue us. He promised to rescue us. And if we have to perish, we have to go perish. But I will sacrifice myself knowing that when my eternity comes, I will have peace and contentment. And Daniel and God did come through for Daniel, and because Daniel hold this crown and Daniel walked as a man with integrity, he in turn influenced the others. So the king was saying, no Daniel, me have to go serve this king who you are serve, and that is how everything was transformed. So we have to ensure that we don't make the system and we don't let the powers that be influence us or compromise who we are and who we belong to, and not tilt your crown. So the message today is, are you wearing your crown? I'm trying to stay within the 5-6 minutes, so just make sure you have your crown, know the fruits of the spirit, walk with integrity and character, and just be that person in authority, and just go through and live an amazing life. See you tomorrow.